Okay, friends, Doc South here, and my next what would it be sortie into into the wonderful world of being old is coming up. I think sometime next week. I believe I have to go to a doctor that handles esophaguses, and evidently there's my brother had this too, and evidently now I do. Um, it evidently a pocket as you get older, a pocket will develop uh, where I guess your food can collect. Yeah, it's sort of like a weak spot in your esophagus somehow or another. And I don't think there's any danger of choking or anything. It's just that the food just gets kind of lodged in there, and well, it just won't go down. I noticed a few days, I'd say within the past 6 months, I might go get a donut, and I'm eating the donut, munching away, and and all of a sudden I feel like the donut's not going down my esophagus. So where is it? It's not in my lungs. I'd be choking, But it's just kind of you feel this feeling like right about here, and evidently there's I guess forgive me if I'm wrong. Again, I know my name is Doc South, but I'm not a real doctor. But as near as I only play one on the radio, but I think there's some kind of pocket develops and food can get stuck there. Yeah, so now that's got to be worked on. Yeah, they got to. Evidently, it's not a good thing to have, and I guess the last thing you need uh, is a big blob of food all of a sudden trying to get down your esophagus, and instead it goes into your lungs or something. That wouldn't be any fun at all. Oh, how'd he die? Oh, oh, a jelly donut, huh? Okay. Oh, it's it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you can't really inhale jelly donuts or those Boston creams. I guess, and I don't particularly want to be relegated to just little tiny bites of food. I mean, when I got a donut, I like, oh, yeah, I don't know. So, so evidently, I've got to, I guess we're going to look into that. My brother had the same thing, and he said it's no big deal, but it's better once it's fixed. That should be the motto for a lot of the stuff us older folks got to go through. It's better once it's fixed. Yeah. Once you get the foot pads into your shoes, your feet feel better. Right. See what I mean? Once you get the hernia truss, you feel better. See what I mean? It's so I guess that's the next task. Thank heaven for Medicare. Woo wee. Yes. And I'll let you know what I go through for the next sortie. And again, that'll be I guess the weak spot in the esophagus. That'll be next. After that, my God, I feel pretty healthy. I mean, good Lord, I run all over the store I work at. I have no trouble lifting stuff. But the only thing I would have trouble, I would say, and it's just because I don't belong to that generation, is the computers. I just don't have a really good working knowledge of computers. So I begged them at work to please, please don't put me in charge of a cash register. It'll be awful. Or anything to do with computers work a lot of how you price stuff on the shelves and stuff. I said it'll just be a disaster. You you it might mean curtains for the entire company if you if you put that computer in my hands. Well, it actually looks like a gun. At least the old ones did. They yeah, like a ray gun. And in a way, it was a ray gun because it sends beams. I guess reads the UPC labels on the shelf and orders things. Well, I did that once, and I think I ordered a pallet and a half of onion dip. I still, they still speak of that in hushed tones in the break room. Oh, there he is now. He's the guy. We still got 3/4 of a pallet of onion dip, and it was him. Yeah. No, they don't. It does, but I think it. Oh gosh. No, everyone's very nice at the store, of course. But oh my heavens, I'll tell you, this getting old. This getting old. I'm telling you. I know it beats the alternative. I've said that lots of times. May say it a few more times yet in this video, but it's boy, things change when you get up there. Again, there nowadays too. There's so much new stuff coming online. Uh, it's like I'd be happier probably driving a car that's 30 years old than one that's new because there's just too many buttons and dials on the car. You really don't need them all. They're there, and maybe you do need them, but when they're new to you, you're sort of afraid to touch them when you're rolling down the highway. What if you hit that button and I don't know the roof comes off, of the car? It's you got one of those roofs that lift up, and now you've just exposed it to a 65 mile an hour wind blowing it. Next thing you know, it's sailing, yeah, right across the highway. There's too much new stuff. In a way, it would be nice if the car companies, like say back in 1956, if they made like say 100,000 more 1956 Buicks, and just kept them off to one side, saying, "Look, in 20 years, the the older folks will want one. They'll buy them, and we just store them in a warehouse and maintain them as best we can, keep them from rusting, and we sell them later, maybe even for more money than we can get back in than we got back in the 50s for them." You see, yeah, I don't know. I think we got to think more about how to let the young have the young stuff, the middle aged have the middle aged stuff, the old have the old stuff, and all in all, I don't know. I think it'd be a more diverse and I think easier going country, my opinion. My opinion. And like the old folks could have the old, the 1940s diet. The right. People my age could have the 1960s diet, and etc. Yeah. You'd think that could somehow happen. I think people would be altogether happier. I mean, you could say, okay, if you're old and you want to go eat like you did when you were 16, okay, you go try a restaurant that serves the young people. I mean, let them. But when you want to go with the stuff that you're used to, that you ate when you were younger, so much better to go to a place that caters to the older crew. Yeah. I know it's a lot of gibberish, but I'll tell you, these thoughts cross my mind, and I think I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to make some of this work out. It would be I think it'd be a good thing. Anyway, I'll see you later. God bless. Lord's Prayer moment. Yeah, let's put one in into this video. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Maybe now and then just a little tiny bit of temptation wouldn't hurt, but just a tiny little snickety lick, shall we say. Anyway, I'll see you later. God bless. Bye now.